Hello everyone, my name is Tong Cheng. I'm the student from SCCT1083 Media Theory Group A. From this video, me and my partner Lip Jetler are going to talk about the theory of mass communications. We had choose one of the theory in the mass communications, which is called cultivation theory. Before we start to explain what is the cultivation theory is about, let us talk about the founder of the theory. The founder of the theory, who is called George Gardner. George Gardner, Hungarian, born American professor. He introduced this theory in the 1960s. Before we start to explain what is the cultivation theory is about, let us talk about the founder of the theory. Cultivation theory is also called as cultivation analysis. It is not an isolated study, rather it is an integral part of comprehensive systematic study. The research known as cultural index study originated in the 1960s. It includes three aspects, which is institutional analysis, information systematic analysis, and cultivation analysis. The first is to conduct in-depth discussion of the formation process of the communication policy that guide the flow of media information, which is called institutional analysis. The second is to conduct a detailed analysis of the plot and content of the TV series, which is called information systematic analysis. The third is to carry out the quantitative research on the impact of long-term TV viewing on audience, which is called cultivation analysis. At the time, the problem of violence and crime in American societies was very serious. Violent content on TV increased people's degree of danger to the real environment. Gardner conducted a statistic analysis of 1548 TV drama broadcast by the three major American TV networks, with each ABC, NBC, CBS in 12 years, which is 1967 until 1978. The results show that 80% of the program contain violent scenes. So, the U.S. government set up a committee on the causes and prevention of violence to solve this problem. The cultivation analysis chaired by Gardner was started with the support and sponsorship of the committee. In terms of the research of methodology, after 30 years of observation of American television viewers, Gardner had views of viewers with different lengths of watching TV on the different issue. Gardner emphasized that this study is based on the homogenization and duplication of content produced by the communications of the U.S. television market. In the America, no one is completely free from the influence of television. The difference between watching TV lightly and watching TV heavily is not the lack of self-cultivation. Despite the growing population of the cultivation theories among the researchers, there is research evidence to support the theory, but the theory has been criticized. For example, some media scholars question cultivation because it views media consumer as fundamentally passive. By focusing on pattern of media messages rather than individuals respond to those messages, focusing on pattern of media message rather than individual respond to those messages. Cultivation theory ignores actor behavior. In addition, Gardner and his college training study have been criticized for not caring about the difference between genre or program, but for viewing television as a whole. And this singular focus comes from the cultivation attention to patterns of television information, rather than the information of individual about the particular genres or shows. A related assumption is that the content of television show is remarkably consistent in message. Therefore, even if viewers are selective, the messages remain largely the same. Both assumptions has been questioned at the same time.
The central idea of cultivation theory is to examine and how long-term television viewing affect the viewer perceive social reality. Cultivation theory also suggests that the entire value system made of ideologies, assumptions, belief, image, and perspective is familiar by television. Now it's about the core assumption and statement. According to the cultivation theory, television viewers who watch frequently are susceptible to medium access and more likely to accept them as true and reliable. Heavy viewers are exposed to violence and hence suffer from mean world system, which is the belief that the world is a significantly worse and more dangerous place than it was. The term mean world system was also used by Grumner to refer the cognitive bias wherein viewers are violent television content were more likely to perceive the world more violent. Because television programming influence attitude toward and view of reality. Regular viewers of violent content were more likely to experience fear, increased anxiety, and sensitivity to imaginative trends. This is the diagram of cultivation theory. Based on the diagram, we can see the process of cultivation theory involves three steps, which is encoding and storage of television information and inference to the real world, and the final step is receiver and construction. The first phase is encoding followed by three steps of storage, which is session. It refers to individual attending to the information and setting it for processing. For the second step is rehearsal, means keeping the information in working memory and possibly sending it to long-term memory. Elaboration is when people add their own ideas and views to existing facts. The second process is inference to the real world. The aspect of the television world, direct experience, personal communication, and other media will affect the inference toward the real world. The retrieval construction process are the third and final step. People save information and keep adding it, putting the most recent information to the top. When asked to make a judgment, the person use the most immediately available information in their head to answer the question. The accessibility is heavily influenced by frequencies, recencies, and vividness. When a person recalls information about a topic, they examine the content of the bin from the top to bottom. As a result, the information has been often repeated, freshly revised, and vividly presented, has a better chance for being remembered. That is all for the diagram. This is the diagram of cultivation theory. In the conclusion, finding of huge number of studies conducted in the past 20 years support the idea that cumulative exposures to television assimilates worldviews and cultivates image and ideas matching what is seen on TV, and that long-term television exposure do influence social change. In the conclusion, finding of huge. This video is prepared by Tân Truy, which metric number is 2x6507, and link regular, which number metric is 2x4670. This video is